Hello everyone, and welcome to Speedgaming 5. Today we've got another match of the OOT Randomizer Speedgaming Live 2023 tournament here. We've got ourselves Brackets Round 1, a matchup of the legends between MrMario7788 and What the Hell's Happened. And I'm starting with the uncom state as well. How are you doing?
I'm doing alright. I'm really excited for this match. Honestly, I've been watching nothing but SGL pretty much all weekend. It's been really fun so far seeing all of the matchups. But this one definitely one of the more highly anticipated ones, because it's not often you see these two face off against each other in a first round of 32.
Yep, I call this a match of legends because these are two of the best runners in the community. This is quite literally a finals-worthy matchup. We have seen these two runners face off against each other in finals before. They are no strangers to each other, or to us, and this should be a really, really good match.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's start with the Fire Medallion and Saria song today.
Yeah, as well as our Light Medallion, which is a pre-completed dungeon. We'll find out what that is when they check their layout. And Prelude, which means one of our song checks is an item.
Yep. Shoutouts to the field for qualifiers being this competitive this year, so we can get two of these two guys against each other in round one, which does not happen often, to say the least. Just like a seeding.
Yeah, Sponge pointing out in chat, Hells would have been totally fine only doing 3 quals, but decided, I kind of want to play. Let's do the extra 2. Dropped a few places, actually, as a result.
And has found himself in this situation. This is going to be an incredible matchup. The only shame is, though, that one of these guys is going home after this.
Yeah, best of 1, so we will see. Oh my gosh, there's vanilla spawn.
Yep, adult spawn is vanilla in these settings, child spawn is random, and we will be getting our foolish hints immediately here. I am not sure why Mario is frozen, Lost Woods is foolish, Sora's Domain, Valley, and Fountain. Okay.
Alright.
Lost Woods a really, really good hit here.
Yeah.
That's a lot of early checks.
Mario, go! Yeah, that feed is frozen apparently, so we'll see.
I was going to say, I was thinking that, because I know Speedgaming's had a few issues with screen freezes lately.
Yeah, the menu isn't blinking, so it's definitely frozen. Not just Mario.
Yeah, because Mario doesn't usually take a full minute to notice the race has started. It does happen from time to time that you just don't notice for 5 or 10 seconds.
Yeah.
It doesn't usually take a full minute.
I did once take 2.5 minutes to realize that a race had started. I just looked and I was like, oh, alright. Yeah, he's moving on his stream, so it must just be paused from the cropping.
Yeah, alright, I've picked up our setup helper to go fix it, because it's not a big deal since it's literally the first 2 minutes of the race.
Yeah.
He's not going to do anything that What the Hells won't be doing, but yes, we'll see.
I mean, you never know. You don't see very many runners opt to just go trial.
Sun Song, which is fine until it's not. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's a little concerning.
It is usually the right side on Speedgaming that freezes. Not sure why it's the left side, but we'll get it sorted. Apologies. For those who are wondering why we are on Speedgaming 5, until this was originally supposed to be on Speedgaming Main, the other OTR match on Speedgaming Main ran quite long. I won't spoil it, but it's been quite the scene if you want to go check it out later.
Nice early choose here in Pack. That gives you so many options. And Bolero. Alright. Bolero, kinda nice. It's another free song check. Cuts out needing an item. Oh, it's the 20-pack!
Nice, that's always handy to have early. Explosives are extremely powerful in OOT Randomizer here, and you want those. Which reminds me, please do give our chat reminding me, please do give both our runners here a follow, MrMario7788 and What the Hell's Happened, as well as my co-com Clean our 2 trackers, Shannock and Baseball. As we have a big chest here, and for What the Hells is more Bob Shoes. Sure, that was the 5-pack, unfortunately.
classic. The 20 and the 5 pack in the first 5 minutes, 3 minutes even. Aw, thanks, chat. Yeah, give these runners a follow. Both absolutely amazing runners and super fun people.
Green Rupee on 20, Ice Arrows on 30.
I think that was Ice Arrows on 30.
Me!
Yeah, I am also going to make some assumptions on Mario's end. He's doing the exact same thing.
It's either that or go early child. And if he's going early child, who knows what he's found in market.
Yeah, I mean, oh, and
BGS is nice.
What's happening?
But yeah, Mario is still racing. His stream is fine. If needed, I will go review his video recording later. But it's the first 5 minutes. I'm not overly concerned as long as he does come back.
He's not like accidentally playing Wind Waker or Majora's Mask or anything on the side.
He hasn't. I hope he hasn't fallen out of his chair.
Double defense.
It is a hammer.
Okay, so that's like a logical way to break into some things. The choose or not.
No. I do hope Mario hasn't fallen out of his chair at any point. His chair has apparently started to fail on him. Wasn't part of that for the race.
Desperately wish we had a camera on so we could just watch him sinking lower and lower.
Yeah, apparently the thing, he has one of those fast chairs where you can adjust the height, and apparently it's just not keeping into higher positions. So hopefully it's stable enough for him to race. But I did find that kind of funny.
Alright, so having found Hammer and Choose, I wouldn't be too surprised. Hey,
we're back. Alright. Mario has in fact done exactly what the hell he's doing, it looks like.
Wow.
So
I'm shocked.
might have done things in a marginally different order because he's slightly behind getting Hammer, or he's just getting Hammer now, but we've noticed nothing, basically.
Yeah, 5 seconds faster. I'm not sure about that, but
we'll need a resync.
Yeah. So, alright, with Hammer and Choose, both of these runners probably just gonna go up the mountain and do DC.
I would, honestly. We still haven't seen a medallion check, but we need that anyway. And alright, there we go. Resync. Timers are synced, we're good. I'm also gonna see a quick DMC song check, which makes sense here. I don't think he did River. These guys are fast, but River takes a bit more than the, 10 or 20 seconds difference between these guys right now? It's not that much.
Yeah, it's about 3 minutes extra, so I don't think that happened.
Yeah. That was a Storms on the Crater here, so that is nice. We're actually gonna go get a child play, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, if you play Bolero out of the graveyard, you're committing to going child, more or less, because you can't get back out there, and you've got no way to DC.
Yeah. Alright, just for anyone who's concerned, we have a bunch of memers in chat. No one's cheating. No one's playing faster than they're supposed to.
If they do, I am going to have words with them.
All these top runners just giving each other grief.
Yeah. But just to be clear, since we are on Speedgaming, which is not where OTR is normally seen, if you are wondering why you don't tend to see this game over here very often, it's because we're normally over on the Zelda Speedruns family of networks. But of course, since this is the Speedgaming live tournament, we're on Speedgaming. As you see, that is indeed a skill on the volcano.
And it was Storms, which is a lot of checks available to us.
It is. Yes, anyhow, if there is anyone in chat who has never seen Ocarina of Time Randomizer before, feel free to ask questions. The fairy on Dompig race just losing good time.
Mario did a med check. Awesome.
Well, we were having technical issues. Gotcha. So, checking his personal tracker, and we can see it now in the tells. Anyway, we've got DC Spirit Force as our stones, And Water and Shadow are our 2 required medallions, because in Speedgaming Live 2023 OOT Randomizer tournament settings, we have slightly different win conditions from our usual race settings. Typical race settings will generally require the 6 rainbow medallions for the Rainbow Bridge, but in this tournament we have it set to be a little bit different to speed things up just a touch. We've got the Gans Castle Bridge is behind the 3 Spiritual Stones, which today are in DC, Spirit, and Forest, and the Gans Castle Ball Key is on the later cutscene behind the Shadow and Spirit medallions. Shadow Medallion is vanilla on the Shadow Temple, the Spirit Medallion is in Java. And I probably need to sleep. Oops.
Maybe a little bit. I will forget at least once tonight that Boss Key is on Light Arrow cutscene, by the way. Was that
Fire is too
Scarecrow
small
and
to
Hammer? Gross. Alright, so we are guaranteed 3 dual hints in these settings, which is nice. It's a lot of really good information and some fun locations. So right there, it was Pierre or Scarecrow and Hammer Chest in Fire Temple, both small keys. Alright, everyone's learning new things tonight. Yeah, I'm with Zeph here. You look at your meds before, like, an hour in. Oh, maybe I should find out what those are. Alright, so both of our runners opting to go Child here rather than DC like I thought, but you know what? That's fine. That's why they're in top 32 of everything and I'm not. Ooh, strength. Let's go. I mean, very little of DC is in logic, so I get it. Finding that strength, feel a little differently. But you know what? Neither of them had enough money to buy a shield anyway, so I get it. Ooh, Minuet. Really great song to have early. It's good for movement for both child and adult. And let's see, Forest is a stone, so could also eat up a path. Never like that. Oh yeah, we started with Sarius. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder, Shannock. One of our amazing trackers.
Yep.
Oh, you are here. It's like, am I just talking over Star?
Sorry, no, I admin things. I'm not. Anyway, OOT teaches a bow. Little.
Okay. So remember when I said one of our song checks is an item? Well,
That's that, apparently.
That is a
that is a bow-locked bow. Jinx. Yeah, because we support the support systems.
Yeah, we kinda need a bow to beat Forest. Kinda.
Just a bit. This is not, in fact, dungeon shortcuts.
Alright, we got Requiem there from the Sarius song check. And Nocturne. Oh, alright. All the movement today. I'm in love with this song layout.
Branches Path to Bongo. Yeah.
Interesting. Wait. No. No, it happened again! It's happening again!
What's happening again?
Forest is one of our stones, so you require a strength for that. Strength Path to Bongo means that we have another strength required, whether it is and I don't think we know for sure that it has to be strength 3, but I'm pretty sure that it's gotta be strength 3.
Sorry, I just totally missed your the entire sentence you just said.
Oh!
Apparently Chickens is dead and Burning Cack is still sons from the other 2 SF evidence. Right, repeated on the strengths?
Alright, so the way our path hints work is that our stone dungeons are actually prioritized because they are the bridge requirement. So, that path being strength to Bongo as one of our medallion dungeons means that we need either strength 2 or 3.
Right, okay, I see your train of thought now. Yeah, continue while I type something.
And spirit is a stone. Okay, yeah, it's strength 3. Alright. So just easy, we are looking for golds. Alright, there's the copy of the fire key hint. Yeah, so that strength path to Bongo, we saw something similar in the last qual for this tournament, actually, where a path strength kind of tripped up the runners for a while. Mido? Okay, boomerang. And a Bombay. And lights.
Okay, sure.
What is this?
There's the logical DC access, I guess. Completion even. That is required.
Everyone in chat is just envious. Like, why didn't we get this seed?
Right? The guys who, got the seed that, especially given the seed that was just before this, which I won't spoil, but it is a spoiler in of itself that we're on SG5, I guess, because the original plan was this for this to be on SG main as a doubleheader. After Drunus versus Alexander HD, unfortunately that seed kinda sucked, and they had enough VA call besides, so we're here. They'll be joining us soon. I think they might actually be about done, probably, at this point, but...
Yeah. So that boomerang also important because that puts what the hells is doing in logic.
Yep, that is our logical child ranged weapon to come get this chest, which has... blue firebomb. We don't need that.
We don't need that. And yeah, if anyone has any questions, I know Star already said this, but please let us know. We will do our best to answer. There are so many amazing runners that I am seeing in chat. Our trackers are in chat. We can get answers for you.
Yep. Alright, looks like Mario's heading for a river, gonna probably buy a bean, thinking about that scale I would guess here, potentially. Definitely just get some hints as we get a small key on the spirit map chest. I was not counting keys. Where have our spirit keys been so far?
Spirit keys, there was one in map, one... Right? Yeah, one in map just now, one in... Actually, I think both child...
I was trying to...
were keys.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was 2 on child side or 1 on child climb as well as 1 on child side. Bean purchase here. Yep.
I think it was just the bottle in child climb.
Alright, thank you. Big chest for what the hells.
Oh yeah, Rainbow Trout asking Light Medallion. As Zephyr is saying, they start with that actually. It is pre-completed. We do not have to touch Deku today. That is another bottle.
We've got all the bottles except for Ruda's letter. Which we do need, because Jabu's little spirit medallion.
What? Why?
Because it's random, Mel. It's as the answer usually is. That is a fire-locked bottle, which matters approximately nothing right now. Forever.
Yeah, but interesting to keep track of.
Yeah, I mean, we've got 1 in logic bottle. We've got 2 in logic bottles actually already, because we've got Child Spirit Climb is in logic, and so is not Race. And Child Spirit Climb, logic's a little complicated. We've got ranged weapons for both ages, and Requiem's fine, basically.
Yep. Yeah, so, Sun Song on Burning Kakariko. A little concerning because it does lock two checks.
Frogs 2 and the Sunsong Grave. Frogs 2 isn't always hit, Sunsong Grave is a sometimes, we'll see. As here's the hookshot for what the hells. Mario's gonna get this hint here, and probably the skull. Is trying to figure out how to not lose the chicken.
Yeah, I mean, you can save this.
Frogs 2 is dead.
Frogs 2 dead, alright.
No.
So just Sunsong Grave.
And okay, yeah, not getting skull actually, yeah, you don't just checking because it's quite the pain to get back. Yeah, Frogs 2 Dead, unsurprising. That is a song check that is a check that requires all 6 non-warp songs in the game. Shadow Child 2 is still dead. That is Zelda Lullaby, Epona Song, Saria Song, Sun Song, Song of Time, and Song of Storms. Given how there's 12 song checks in the game, some with some pretty high requirements, Frogs 2 is usually a very, very late game check. So it's common for there to just be nothing on it. Especially when one of the songs is on Burning Cack. Frogs 2 is still dead, thanks. Chat is looks like chat is talking about Majora's Mask Rando, which is another randomizer. Kind of a sister rando to OTR, and they've got their Season 6 tournament going right now. Crater Path of Twinrova.
There's one of our strengths.
Nocturne? No, that wasn't it. Was Song of Storms is in Crater, probably that.
Yeah. Yep.
I can't apparently read my own notes sheet, even though I'm the one who developed the things. Nah.
Song of Storms unlocks a lot of things.
Oh, it's Season 4 for MMR and Season 6 for Wind Waker, I think is where I got the two fudged. Winter Grand is also going on the CSR channels. How do you have channel points here? Who knows, baseball? Maybe you got rated over at some point, but unfortunately, I do not have powers on Speedgaming channels to do predictions. So, no predictions for you guys, I'm afraid. Yeah, there was also a scale in Crater, but that's less likely to be the path. Especially given that Domain is foolish.
I'm gonna go ahead
Planet
and
Bean where?
Oh,
on the
at Colossus.
I have no idea what that is.
Hey.
I've got 13,880 points on SG5, but I also commentate over here for some other things from time to time. So I've collected a few.
I can't believe I just watched Mario actually run through those fire keys and keep that shield. Alright, I'm gonna say it was like magic or something up on Arch, because both runners have bought beans.
Yeah, I'm my eyesight's dreadful, and in all honesty, N64 graphics have not aged the best in the past quarter century, so I can't tell what that is.
Actually, 25 years now. Oof.
Yeah, the game came out in '98. I'm not sure when exactly, but it is 2023, so it's been about a quarter century. And hey, Speedgaming, ready with a party of 128. Welcome into you guys. Thanks to whoever managed to get us a raid over here. We made it. Thanks, Miss Metroid, who I assume raided the channel over. Welcome into our OTR raiders. That seat stunk. Yeah, so far this one's looking not too terrible? Question mark.
Yeah, I mean,
though I'm sure I just jinxed us with that sentence.
Suddenly it's actually all dungeons, which in this case means we would have to add fire and water to our required dungeons. For that Sun Song. But, surely not.
Yeah, but welcome in. We are 21 minutes in. We have a scale on the volcano. We apparently have something on the Colossus Arch that none of us have figured out what. And we're going to be here for a little bit, because even if the sea doesn't stink, this is still not the most friendly medallion layout, to be honest. Spirit, Forest, and Shadow all required is not your nicest thing.
I mean, we already have 2 strengths and a hook shot, and bombs.
Honestly, speaking of that, Adult Spirit looks like a decent idea at some point soonish.
Yeah, I would agree. Bo just chilling.
I am a little surprised Mario didn't take a look at Sorbs there, the well, but maybe waiting for ZL first. Because we know Kratos' Path of Twinrova, and that might be Mirror Shield in the well, at which point we might just be able to beat the place.
Yeah. It could also be fire.
Unless Mirror Shield's here on the Colossus Arch, and now well, just has a bit of Spirit Key logic, which is also a possibility.
Yeah. I would not be surprised at all if it was just fire in there. Alright, what's on the arch?
I think that's a small chest on right hand. Mostly because I can't see it.
Probably.
Yeah, they look small.
Oh, it's a bow!
Oh, that's a fun item on that arch.
Yeah, that's a thing.
I would definitely play that. I would definitely have gotten the beat for that, especially because I know another one's on the Ocarina of Time song, and they are definitely not getting to that as their first bow, because Force is a stone.
Apparently something was also on the volcano?
It's a scale.
Oh, yeah.
With Jabu being a medallion, with Jabu being a required medallion, I get that, actually. It's also fast. Well, you don't need Goron City access with Hookshot, but it's nice to have that scale beam planted.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's Nocturne. Skull Mask is dead.
Crater Cone. That's a new one for me.
I'm not honestly sure what that is supposed to be there. Like that. Yeah, it's Serenade on Minuet is. Well, we don't need to be water. That's a vanilla water medallion, so we don't need that Serenade too much. But yeah, I'm not sure what honestly what that is actually supposed to be that these freestanding cart piece sits on. Is it like a big bit of rock? Is it what is that supposed to be there? I don't know.
Sam, welcome in.
Welcome in, Sam. Welcome in, everyone. Now we've got the entire party here, because I know a bunch of you were over watching the disaster on SG Main.
The two cones...
Won't spoil what it was, but yeah, there's a reason we're here on SG5 instead of the originally planned doubleheader. Lots of OTR action, though, because we are in the middle of the tournament.
That makes a lot of
sense.
sense.
The 2 cones there are supposed to be the 2 spheres of Fire Temple. That does make sense, Inko, honestly. Surprised no one rushed DC. I mean, they've got other places to be. Forest is full clearable for Mario. It's required. I get that. And what the hell's is here? And well, because Storms is Path. So, probably Path, correction. Not guaranteed, probably. I get both of these, especially because what the hell's knows that Spirit, if he finds Mirror Shield here, he can just go beat Spirit Temple. So I honestly get this. Well, he might be able to beat Spirit depending where ZL is, correction, but
yeah, that's kind of my concern about the
ZL as well is a risk
ZL
here.
Is right now.
We know it. I mean, let's see. What are our song checks that are left? We don't have Ice Cavern, and we know it can't be there. Prelude.
Yeah.
I think it's actually guaranteed Prelude because because our other 2 song checks are Composer Grave and Ice Cavern, which are both guaranteed ZL lock. So we're being Fire Temple today because that's the Forest Medallion.
Yep.
Where's our hammer? And we already have a hammer action. Speaking of.
Yep.
Yeah, great. We know Burning Heck is Sun Song, so it's not bad.
Yep. Yep. Hopefully it is a forgiving fire with an early boss key.
Yeah. Oh, and that's a good point from Zeph and Chad. Mario didn't do well because he didn't get Nocturne as child. Duh. Yep. Thank you. Because he got Nocturne as adult when he wanted to pick up that bow off the arch. And we do know, yeah, that's the point as well, that Pierre and Hammer Chest are small keys. And speaking of Fire Temple, we can now potentially logically full clear the place. We've got a hook shot, we've got a hook bow, we've got a hammer, and we've got a strength upgrade. Yep. Plus that wallet for the tunic.
Yeah.
I think we need ZL.
Early, I think. Not even just like, we know you need ZL, just casually we know that, but just, I think early.
That does tell me Song of Storms could be the path and Crater for Twinrova to go buy the wallet, to go beat Fire, to get ZL to beat Spirit. Because I feel like Spirit's supposed to be an early clear here. That lens is a thing.
Well, we know we don't need to cross because we got Requiem early, so that would just be for Len's minigame.
Forest is also 100% unhinted right now. It's just that it's required.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Spirit is spelling a... I feel like the game probably wants us to do Spirit early-ish here.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, it wants you to do fire.
Throwing the hammer at you this early, really.
Yeah.
Plus that wallet behind a path to Twin Rova Storms is very suspicious.
Hey.
Oh wait, Iron Boots. We don't guarantee need those, but you're right here, you're not leaving them behind.
Yeah, you don't leave those behind. You already paid
sure,
for them.
water's the water medallion, but you don't want to backtrack here for this. Especially because you might just... So you just might as well just pick these up.
Yeah.
We do know Fountain is foolish, so we know which choice of waters, but... This is a safety play, there's the Forest Boss Key for Mario.
Yeah, irons also help you with movement, some other checks.
Yeah, they're nice to have. You won't turn them down to 30 minutes into a scene.
Yeah, and I don't know for sure, but Mario did not plant the bean in Crater. What the hells did? That scale could be kind of interesting. Like, he could be thinking, have figured out the strength thing because I explained the strength thing to so many people after the last
correcting,
wall.
he did plant it. Whoops.
Oh,
Apparently
he did?
plant
Okay,
it.
they both planted it? Okay. Yeah.
Never mind. But yeah, we know already, even though we only have one strength, that that's logical strength 3 past the Vongo, because Spirit's a stone and Shadow's a medallion.
So
I mean, which checks out, honestly, because 2 of our strengths are Sphere 0.
Yeah.
As well.
But my thinking is, they know hovers are probably the thing that's late. There's no guarantee that it's the hovers, but the scale is otherwise inaccessible.
No, it's also relatively inconsequential, all 3 other things considered. Yeah, strength 3 also can't be strength.
Those on top of Arch, we'll see it here.
Yeah, Mom, what the hell's will pick it up in a second. And then we'll see what and then he'll also get the Forest. There's no reason to not go there. I was like, does he dip Spirit? And then remembered, no, he's got many, like, the Force is full clearable. So we're gonna get double Force for the next, like, 10 minutes, probably. Maybe a little less. 6-7 minutes, maybe, for rest of Forest for Mario here. Having done the courtyards already, but we're gonna see double Forest for a bit for our runners. I guess pick up scale first. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are just here to gonna clear progression for the next bit. We've got Forest, Fire, and DC to beat. Hopefully find the Mirror Shield on the way somewhere, because we know we need that. And it feels like the Seed wants us to do Spirit early.
Oh. F. Wait.
And technically with this, but oh no, I'm just being a scatterbrain.
We've got some interesting choices here. Like, I
guess what the hell's is doing DC first. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter if he does this for Forest first.
Yeah, I mean, I would do the Storms check into DC, because why not? Pick up your shield once you're dropped at the bottom after DC. And then go to Forest.
Do the crater checks as well, which makes sense given this place's path. Song of Storms is presently the path to go get a wallet from the well to go buy a Goron tunic to beat Fire for ZL, but that's not confirmed yet. Still, because here's another big chest.
What?
Outside Ganon's castle is path to Baronade, the All Ranch is path to Bongo. So is it just Dinsfire and Jabu then?
What? That's disgusting.
Also, because I was so busy figuring out what that path was, never mind, not Boomerang, because that was just... We have Boomerang. So is that Rudo's letter? Rudo's letter on OGC to go get Dins or Hovers from Jabu. Great!
That's hilarious, and I'm so mad right now.
Also, what was that big chest in the grotto? Because I probably missed it.
Oh,
That was magic.
it was
Never mind.
magic.
Because
Sorry.
funny game, funny.
Game's like, I'm gonna pretend that I'm really nice and gonna be very easy for you, but I'm not.
Yeah, it might have changed since I said I hope this one's a little less of a mess than the last one that sent us to a SG5. Yeah,
No.
might have cursed this.
Yeah.
Sorry, chat.
Mitobot is actually an AI that develops all of the seeds based on chat's previous messages.
Heaps, I don't know if I would want a KZ skip, I'll be honest. Letter apparently is kinda late in logic today.
Yeah, honestly, it's gonna be either Song of Time or
And-
Horse.
Well, neither of them's exceptionally helpful. And there's a slingshot. Well, sure, I guess. We don't need it, but sure. There's strength 3, so I guess we might be doing Jabu sooner than I thought. Never mind.
Maybe.
Okay.
We still gotta go do fire first, but...
That's true. We do still need to beat fire, and I'm very strongly thinking that fire is not Hunter's Lock today.
Yeah,
given our
that's
current
kinda...
collection of everything.
That's my thought, too.
But yeah, the song and Ice is not the most valuable right now. Bigger one's apparently another slingshot. Wahoo.
Especially since we already have lights.
Or maybe. Yeah, especially because we have lights, I would not be. We've got a lot of progression. We know we could. Force is beatable, Fire is beatable, SFM is Path to Phantom Ganon for. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Long shot, hook shot, locks. Not that that's too hard to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we've got a lot to do that's not Ice Cavern. We are not rushing Ice today. I would be kind of concerned if either of these guys did that. To be honest, there's just too much else to do that's not that. We've got progression and paths to chase as we've got our second bomb back here.
Okay. This is what I always like to come peek what's on top of DC if I haven't found a whole lot to start with. And yeah, I like doing it just because of the number of times that I've seen a bomb bag end up there. And then
Game does tend to. The bomb bag does have a. Well, I wouldn't say it's an extremely high chance, but there is a decent chance of a bomb bag being there because
it's also
usually
really nice.
Bombs tend to be early because they lock a lot of stuff,
Yeah,
and that's
we
Sphere
know
Zero
we're not
check.
getting
It's
up to DC, which is great.
yeah, I mean that's fine. That does mean we are getting a double path to one of our other 4 dungeons, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably gonna end up being Kokiri Forest, especially with the boomerang, not only just because of the boomerang being there, but if our bongo progression is actually there as well in Jabu, it makes sense.
It just increases the chance of the ranks hinted path.
Yeah.
But the fact that OGC is path to Baronade and Strength 3 is path to Bongo means it has to be.
Yep.
The Baronade path is locking the Bongo path.
Yeah, it could
Classes to
be...
Phantom Ganon would just be yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we did technically get Requiem in Sacred Forest Meadow as well, which would be required for that bow.
Yeah, either works, really. And we've got a big chest here for What the Hells, which is our 3rd bomb bag! Yay, that's in logic too!
Did you think that you were getting a path to King Dodongo?
You're not.
Today.
Because that one is... Our first 2 bomb bags are Sphere 0, our 2 of our 3 strengths are also Sphere 0. Yeah, that's not a problem.
Yeah, we don't... Nothing wrong with that. And the other one's just behind the hammer.
Yeah. Because Hammer itself was on Shieldgrave, also Sphere 0.
Yep.
Whereas almost on the Forest, at least we did not end up getting double Forest, even though I thought we would. Can't complain on that. Forest has been a bit of a snore.
Yeah, not much in there. At all.
So it kind of makes sense. We've got a lot of items early, and this is not path in the slightest right now.
Oh, just as we say that.
As I say that... no. We're fine. But yeah, I'm not entirely surprised DC's been relatively barren as well, just because we know we need to go Jabu at this point, basically.
Yeah. Fire. But yeah.
We need to go Jabu and fire in some order.
We need fire to get to Jabu.
No, we don't. We've got a scale.
OGC
Oh, no, we do.
is...
You're right. Duh. Thank you. Yeah, we need to do fire into Jabu as our next.
Normally the scale.
Yeah, I was thinking
fine.
that you had scale to get to domain, but no, you're right. We need ZL to do OGC is the issue.
Yeah, you need ZL to get the item to go into Jabu, so unfortunately...
Which we are suspecting is probably just... Yeah, it's probably also just Ruto's letter. It could be something leading to letter, technically, but it's probably just letter, honestly. We've got so much stuff already, it's kind of hilarious.
Yeah. And
like, just look at our notes sheet right now at how much it's filled in.
It's just like, why, though? This feels like agonizing, I'm sure, as a runner. Why do I have all of these items? Why can I do so many of my dungeons? And they're so good at this game that there's no way they haven't figured out already. Oh, I have to do fire. Ugh.
It's really easy. Like, I think they've both got all the hints and all the songs that allow them to figure that out. It's not exactly hard to do.
No, exactly.
Mirrors and OGC would actually be nice, Shamrock. I agree on that, honestly.
Yeah. It's just such a long, like...
Especially because... It is. Especially because these guys know each other very well. They've met in person before, they've played against each other about a bazillion times over the years. They know this is a very, very hard matchup. Oh, well, that hand has our last bow. Thanks!
Mario taking advantage of the Gossip Stone there and getting a fairy.
Yeah. No, that was a small key, actually. It was not bad. But yeah, good play for Mario to check the Deku hint. Still missing a path. Actually, he's missing two. I don't think he got the SFM path to Phantom Ganon hint yet. He's missing a couple paths. And Deku's the Light Knight. You're never coming back here. Big Ron is indeed a slingshot. Don't need that.
Yeah, Mario.
And that's Bolero, which... Yeah.
Yeah, Mario might just do fire.
Yeah, point from chat, that bow might be locked, so we maybe should pay attention to fire keys. I mean, it's fire and DC in some order. It's not really going to matter which one you do. You can full clear both. You're not really going to get anything to speed fire up here.
Right. 3 hearts.
You've got bottles.
Mario only has the 1 bottle, though, right?
No, he did do Child Spirit, right?
Okay.
He's
plenty of bottles.
Yeah, he's got just the 1. He's already got a fairy in it too, even. Perfect.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Because, like, that's the worst thing about coming in here expecting it to not be hovers locked. Like, you know you're climbing all of fire, which sucks.
Yes, it does.
Just for a song.
Alright, so you're really honestly just hoping that the bow is, not here. That the boss key's early. You don't really want to stick around here. You know it's for ZL. You kind of hope it's not for anything else.
Right.
Boss key early would also give you some information on where hovers have gone off to.
Yeah.
Potentially, because we don't know where hovers are. We know that something is probably behind. Something either in Jabu or in Ice is going to be locking Shadow, but that could just be Diz.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be hovers.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say you almost kind of want additional information. Like, instead of another Baronade hint, you're hoping that you're getting a Twin Rova hint instead. Because I think that's more likely to give you information about a fire source.
Fire source or even Mirror Shield would be nice, because Mirror Shield could be in a variety of places right now. Didn't an OGC and Letter and Shadow would, in like the first 2 checks of Shadow is also possible, yeah, Shannock? Or even just further in Shadow, I guess. But we know that Shadow and Jabu are linked somehow there, more or less.
Yep. Yeah. The path to Bongo is the only reason I think that it's more likely.
One of the two
That's
locks
right.
the other.
Yeah.
It's not 100% clear yet.
Yeah.
So then again, I say hovers. The fire might be hovers locked, but at the same time, the game is pushing us to Fire Temple, so this might just be really risky. Because hovers could also just be really in logic. We don't really know yet. We've already got 2 keys so far, which is not a good sign. But we'll see. What the hell is going to spend the next 10 to 15 minutes in Forest Temple, so we're not going to see anything new from him. There was nothing in here. I should go on the right side of your screen for the next bit. Chat, what the hell's will not be showing off anything new. Would make sense. So he's got... Yeah, go ahead.
If we require all 3 strengths for Baronade, how did it get hinted for Bongo?
They're both medallions.
Oh yeah. Thank you. It was like, wait. We got there. Thank you.
Mario trying and failing to kill keys for hearts here. They do drop hearts. Sometimes. Mario genuinely does not have the health to continue in fire right now.
Yeah, no. And doesn't have that, that wallet.
No, he knows that's presumably just he's out there somewhere, and I don't think he much cares.
No. Yeah.
Here's the only item in Forest Temple of any note for what the hells.
Keys drop all the hearts until you need them, and then it's like, what?
I guess he got an ammo refill. There we go. Oh, I thought that was a heart refill, but no, it wasn't. I think Mario's just given up and he's gonna go,
yeah,
pick
do
up a fairy.
DC. I don't... Open some heart chests.
Yeah, this isn't feels bad. Sometimes the random just decides, no thanks.
Oh, no?
He's gonna go for...
Yeah, at least doing these checks and...
Oh, resetting against us reset his health. I guess he did want to do that.
Yep.
I'm not sure why he disrespect. I guess if he got the keys the first couple of tries, it would have saved time. It doesn't where he just lost like 30 seconds to it.
Yeah.
And 30 seconds matters a lot in a race of... In the race between runners of this caliber. We've had races before. I'm not sure if necessarily between these guys specifically, but they've almost certainly finished within a minute of each other at least once by this point, given how often they've raced. Like, anything and everything could make the difference between in a race between these two runners. Because even small execution mistakes can add up. Alright, Mario does get here.
But...
He's got a fairy in a bottle, yeah.
No, it's more like, can you get up here? Okay.
Yeah, that's the point, because if you were standing at the bottom, you'd be cutting it close.
Getting up here was important, because even though you'd have plenty of time, he went for it, and then you fall, and then you're just mad.
Yeah. And yes, you can stall the timer slowly by pulling out Makarita, which Mario also did.
Yeah. Yeah, actually mattered.
Yeah. Because he was gonna get close. I've got no idea.
What was in shortcut, chat, please? Oh, yes. Oh no.
Well, trying to do the faster and I just kind of failed it.
I know it was not a big chest, but was it?
Mario's apparently...
Has a strength, but is opting not to move the block.
No, I think... This is a little... I'm not sure if it's maybe his chair that's failing. But, he's a little sloppier than he usually is, and I'm a bit concerned by that.
I mean,
That's good after a couple
neither-
tries, but sometimes you also just have a bad day.
yeah, neither of these two are above like race nerves either. Like you're
No one
playing,
really is.
You're playing against either of them. You're a little like, ugh. And again,
Absolutely.
all of the items, this feels bad, I think. Like, I think your race anxiety, like, oh, everything's on the way.
That's a boss key, by the way.
I think that
That's-
should just mean we're able to climb. We'll see, but
I'm just. Do we have a small key?
yeah, this will.
There's a small key. Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely check the lock check here and see, because, like you said, it'll give us information about hovers.
Yeah. I had really bad seed bleed and thought that we didn't have a bow for a second, and was like, huh? I was monitoring the earlier race, so seed bleed things.
Yeah, I mean, if this is a key, I would definitely go to the other room. Like, you know Pierre's a key.
It is also not the worst idea to just keep going looking for things, because that is a key. We already know we don't have to go to the very, very tippy top, because those Pierre and Hammer Chest are both keys, so I might...
Yeah.
No, it's gonna just leave. Okay, I might have said if Aurora's up here at least or something, but that is gonna be a leave.
I don't... Does Mario have the magic? Where's the magic?
Magic's on Crater Grotto. Mario will probably get it after this.
Okay, yeah. No magic yet.
Oh, yeah, that does explain why he doesn't use Aurora's, because I forgot he doesn't have magic. Duh. Hey, Spread Chat, or however you pronounce that, apologies. The bot command's not the most informative thing. If you have questions, just ask.
3-heart Volvagia. Not even 3-heart.
Yeah.
Mario should have enough chews to maybe do that instead of bombs.
So, shoes are made for walking. Nice username, by the way. We did not get a direct hint for fire. However, we know from process of illumination that Zelda's lullaby has to be on the prelude of light check, which is behind the forest medallion, which is on Volvagia. We need Zelda's lullaby to beat Shadow Temple. Probably Spirit Temple too. So that's how we're doing this. Especially because the game really, really wants us to also go do Outside Ganon's Castle for both Shabu and Shadow. And we need to beat those two. So yeah, we need to help. Like, the game's been really, really, really strongly hinting you need to go here as soon as you can. And for those who are wondering what this strat is... Yeah, that hurts. For those who are wondering what this strat is, Curve Time is a well-coded video game. The way that the developers coded this fight is that there are actually two hitboxes on Volvagia. The one that flies around, and the one you play whack-a-mole with. While not flying around, that hitbox hides in the hole it last flew into. So you can hit it with bombs, or choose, because... why not?
There are 2 Volvagias in Sapphire Temple. And yeah, very nice showing there. You do, with Big Goron Sword, you actually need 7 chews, and Mario was just 1 nut short of being able to explode those, which is why he switched over to bombs.
Yep.
Boo!
That's an amazing Goron tunic game.
No. Alright, sometimes the game has a good sense of humor.
So for those who don't know, we do have a number of logical tricks to modify default logic for things that pretty much everyone knows how to do for racing. One of them is if you're in tunic requirements. So the sword tunic is only required for the central pillar of Water Temple. It's not required for Icy Waters, it's not required for Water Temple, and it's not required for things like the Tektite Grotto, or the toilet in GTG. The Goron tunic is not required for navigating Deathbound Crater, it is not required for the first floor of Fire Temple or the basement loop, but it is required for everything past the elevator. To have a Goron tunic or a Zoro tunic, you need either to find the tunic, of which there is one in the item pool each, or you need wallets to buy it. I already have a Deathbound Crater Path to Twin Robo for what looks to be Storms for a wallet to go buy that Goron tunic to get ZL, to be cleared for ZL, and that just about confirms it, because, well, we're not getting the tunic! And the other wallet's probably ZL locked somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
Thanks for the claim check. That's not path.
We don't need it, but that's a slingshot.
Nope. Let me update the hit command. Song of Storms to wallet to ZL.
Gross.
Easily. Yeah, fire is either bow locked or hovers locked. OGC is still path. Yeah, there's a OGC path to Baronade for Mario, which just I mean, he's rushing OGC anyway. That doesn't really substantially change his route.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to find that strength 3, but I imagine that he's gonna do that DMT Storms DC Goron City loop like we saw What the Hell do a little earlier. Yeah, so we're kind of getting a look at like the progression that both of these runners have done and where about they're at as far as like, is one of them ahead or not? And I think it's like real close.
Yeah, hey baseball, well, you just missed a hilarious item unfold. Game decided to throw a Goron tunic on it and a Sun Volvagia because why not? It does just confirm our paths because Game's funny today. Crater is still path to Twin Rova. Speaking of good paths, that is the one that the Goron tunic confirmed. Crater's path to Twin Rova, we found storms there, we found a wallet in the well. And that is required apparently to go buy the Goron tunic to beat player to get CL because you're clearly inevitably not finding the Goron tunic in the item pool because that's on Volvagia.
It's amazing. It's so good.
That's just the game being funny. Force is finally done for what the hells.
Yeah. So we're expecting a Bolero from him to go do the same thing.
I'd be surprised if he goes do anything else, honestly.
Yeah. And for Hells, that hint is actually really nice because that's total peace of mind. I never have to go back to bottom of the well.
Yeah. Yeah, he beat the resetting CL check that they were junk.
Yes. Mario does have the big Goron claim check.
The thing is, he knows he doesn't need to turn it in. So, as you have clearly and obviously noticed, there are a number of hints on the 40 gossip standards throughout the game. This is because Ocarina of Time Randomizer is a pretty big game. We play with very basic settings, all things considered. There's about 250 item checks in the game, give or take a few. I'm not sure the exact count, but I know it's about 250 for most race settings without settings. About 250 item checks in the game that can have randomized items, and they can take a while to do, even for top runners like these. It will take them about 3 hours thereabouts to do every single one of those 250 checks. Sometimes closer to 3.5 if the seeds, if the item placements are particularly terrible. So the hints help give us a little bit of guidance to make it take not 3 hours every time. And one of those things is that we have a number of hints that we call always hints, which they hint checks that would otherwise be really, really annoying to do. such as Bigoron, Frogs 2, Skull Mask is also quite out of the way, and the Burning Cat Rico song, since we would normally need to do the Forest Fire and Water Medallions. And then there are other Always Hints as well. What Always Hints exist in a seed, Adult Lake is dead there, depends on the settings. There are very, very few guaranteed Always Hints in the randomizer. It pretty much is all conditional. I'm not thinking of a guaranteed Always Hint in rando that's without a conditional of some kind offhand even right now. Just like, for example, a Burning Cat is a sometimes hint when it's 6 medallion win condition, and the Ocarina of Time song becomes the always hint. Skull Mask and Mask of Truth are both sometimes hints if you have open mask shop. Child Trade Quest Shuffle, which is a thing now. Frog 2 is a sometimes, I believe. Well, some Frogs 2 might be able to I think there might be a conditional Frog 2, but I'm not 100% sure right now. Frog Sanity, I know, removes the sometimes hint for Frogs 1. There are some checks that are, I guess like Spirit Symphony Room isn't guaranteed always if it's MQ Spirit, but yeah. In terms of base checks among the 250 and race settings that are guaranteed to be hinted every time, I think it might just be Frogs 2. There's something you take that for the Frogs 2 if the Frogs 2 hit. That does make sense, Inko. And I wouldn't be surprised given the way hints are being worked on, because originally the only hints the randomizer gave were those on the hint stones, but now they have started adding hints to other locations of the game as well. So, for instance, Ganondorf has been telling you where the light arrows are hit for a very, very long time. That was one of the first not Gossip Stone hints added to the randomizer. It's been around for years. Plural. Several, literally. Ganondorf giving the light hit has been around since I think 2020 or maybe early. I think it was a change in like 5.0 or something. This was like when I very first joined Rando, so I don't quite remember anymore. Yeah, the Bigoron giving a light hint has been Ganondorf giving the light hint has been around for a long time. That was one of the first ones added. The Temple of Time giving the altar giving the stones is technically also a hint for some logic bits of things, and that's been around for ages. You might notice that we have not found any skull hints on this hint Gossip Stones, and it's because a relatively new feature of the randomizer is to have the NPCs in the Skull Pass tell you what they will give you if you collect X amount of tokens. And that's a relatively new thing, so it's been nice to just see the changes in the rando.
Yeah, all of the hint work, especially, that's been happening over the last year has been really exciting. Like, I think Skullhouse hints are amazing. These fixed Temple of Time hints. We actually have 2 of the hint stones turned off in these settings. It doesn't really matter anyway because you never see them checked. But this way you don't have to worry about one of your copies of hints being there. Because in racing settings, typically there will be 2 copies of each hint, just to make sure you don't miss them. Yep. And that is the case here with the exception of the Foolish hints, which are forced at Temple of Time, so you don't need a second copy elsewhere, but everything else is duplicated. This lessens the chance of there being one that you just don't find. There is also hint logic involved in the placement of hint stones and items. You cannot have both items. You cannot have both hint stones locked behind the item they hint. Like, for instance, you can't have Ocarina of Time teaches Ella's Lullaby, I suppose, as an example, and then having both ZL hints on, like, Fountain, for instance, with scales unavailable. With scales unavailable or Runa's Letter unavailable, like, you have to be able to access both. Or have a Storms is on Burning Cat hint, and both Burning Cat hints being Storms Grottos. That doesn't work too well. It almost never comes up. It's just something that's nice to have. Yeah. Alright. And just like that, we're gonna have both of our fire-based bosses being faced off against. Mario's gonna be finishing up PC. the hell's finishing up fire. So Mario's got maybe a couple minute advantage here getting into Jabu, but realistically, they're going to be real close to each other for a while here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what's the real difference for the hells right now is what? Child Spirit?
I think it's more bottom of the well.
Kind of a little of both, I guess, because they both had a minute or two for mostly well, and then like a little bit extra for Child Spirit. We don't actually know. Mario doesn't actually have to potentially go to the well.
Yeah.
Though he might go there anyway, because Crater's Path, we'll see. Because if you can skip it, we know it's just a wall in there for logic, which we don't actually need, but...
So this is how...
I'm really... Go ahead.
Like, Mario just went right past that piece of heart. Like, that is such a minimal amount of time to pick that up. That really helps me, like, get into his state of mind here. Leaving no chances, not going to waste a single second facing off against What
You
the
can't
Hells.
afford to against What the Hells.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, these are two of the best players in the randomizer community. Not just for standard settings, but they have. But in fact, one of the last times we saw them in one of the times when we saw these two guys face off in finals was in fact for the random settings league, where you get some truly wacky stuff. What the Hells, in fact, won both of Season 1 and Season 2 of RSL. Faced Mario, and I think it was Season 2 finals, something like that. Or maybe it was Winners Finals, one of those things. Both very, very skilled in all manners of settings. They don't tend to play too much in the way of glitches at the moment, I believe, though I know What the Hells has done glitch tourneys before, and has done some vanilla stuff as well. Very, very skilled runners.
Yep.
And of course, I mentioned Mario earlier, dabbles in other randomizers too. I said, What the Hells I know Mario's played in Wonder Rando and Majora's Mask Rando, and you know, What the Hells has done with MMR. I don't remember if he's done Wonder Rando before. Whoops, and what the hell? Alex, that might have been Timer, so I'm not sure, but he's really like really game at that Goron Tunic.
Alright. Yeah, so Mario, like I said, maybe a minute ahead getting to what we think is going to be Rudo's letter, but it could also be
Mirror Shield.
Mirror Shield.
Iron Boots would be the comedy option. No, we know this one bowling, never mind. So it's not that. Long time would be funny. But yeah, these guys, speaking of RSL, one of the settings that does exist in RSL is minimal item pool. What the hell's getting Zeal here, right? He just got Forest Man, I was like, oh, good ADC, dude. Fire arrows would be hilarious, honestly.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's not for Shadow Child 2, Shadow, but what fire arrows would give us is it's time to go back to Idle Spirit. I think that was the last thing we wanted to see.
I'm sorry. Were those iron boots? I'm sorry. No. Zora Tunic? It was Zora Tunic?
We've got a Wall of Path and a Zora Tunic path. Game! Why?
This is Star's fault for saying anything about water.
Irons are on bowling. Mario, I didn't get them right.
Yeah, What the Hells knows where to go next and can go there.
What the Hells is playing Serenade immediately. After this, like you have to rush Central Pillar. As mentioned earlier, Zora Tunic only unlocks one thing, and that's the Central Pillar Temple, Water Temple.
Yeah. And the big thing is, like, yes, it could be GTG, but it's not.
Nope.
Unless we find... I'm sorry, what? Are you rushing ice?
What the hell's... Huh? I'm actually a little confused why he's playing Bolero here.
Oh, maybe it's finishing up Crater.
I guess that makes sense. Just checking the Crater Fairy, just to verify what this is. That's our final check in this path area. You do need a long shot for logical GTG access, Sponge.
Yeah, sorry, I was getting there. I just got confused by what we were seeing happen.
Yeah, but yeah, I wouldn't rush GTG. You don't want to assume it's long shot in water. There's a lot of things that could be there.
Yeah. You know, when you have an ambiguous path, that's when you full clear it, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Because you...
No, I
well,
need Zev to say it.
and anyway, so yeah, we know that Zortunic only lacks one thing in that central pillar, which either has an item or a key. If it is a small key, we need to start counting small keys. Because we have no water hints. If it's the boss key, we need to go do Morpha ASAP and then figure out what that is. No, we can't do Morpha, but we know we need to do Morpha once we find Longshot. If it was a boss key on central pillar, big chest is the Kokiri Sword of Uselessness. Great.
Don't need that. Not even
Because
a
the
question
medallion
today.
gets pre-completed is completely useless.
Super dead.
It's
That's
amazingly dead.
also not Serenade.
I'm honestly surprised about this. What the hell's...
Does he not have that path hint?
That was on the DMC wall. But he has the Colossus path guaranteed, and he knows that's strength 3.
Yeah, maybe just doing some quick checks along the way.
I guess. I'm not sure he checked the DMC wall hint, but he doesn't need it, because he has the Lon Lon Ranch path, which he knows is strength 3.
Yeah. Yeah. Should know.
Chat confirming it, what the hell's not checked the DMC wall hint. I guess he's also following Mario to Spirit. I'm just not understanding why he's doing this before Water Temple right now. Hoping for long shot, I guess?
But, I mean, honestly, without that path hint, I get that. If you don't know that that's path...
You know Strength 3's path, though, I guess, is the issue for me. You know Ranch... Because he definitely read the Colossus hint. That one told him Ranch's path is longer for Strength 3.
Yeah.
I guess there's Light Trial still, but
yeah,
this much missing.
We can't take for granted the fact that we know the strength thing because we're just watching.
That is also fair. It is one thing to be sitting here with both runners streams to compare if we don't have to worry about executing and thinking about logic at the same time. And Mario's actually gonna go do some funky bow straps here.
Yay, bow
in Spirit Temple. So this is not in default logic. It's a trick which we do not have activated. But you can technically go and do some fun shenanigans with bow to light the torches in this room and for the map chest to get the chest as an adult without a fire source. It's pretty silly. This one is not. This one involves some precisely timed and aimed backflip shots. The map just involves you pushing an Armo statue up the stairs.
Could be VXR. It's Sunsong though.
Could be Zortunic for Key Logic to beat more to get. Yeah, it's actually Sunsong on Burning Hack. But yeah, we know that. Yeah, this is a collection of a mess, basically. Seed bleed. No worries, VXR. I've been getting a little seed bleed myself after yesterday's. Not yesterday, the earlier seed today, and everything that happened there.
Yeah. Yeah, alright.
Whether on Sunsong Grape would be painful. Burning Cack is potentially in. Burning Cack is potentially in logic here. Yeah, give it once we find Longshot.
Right, Jumbo, imagine positive.
Yeah, unfortunately Mario's having a did have a pretty tricky time. Those backflip shots aren't the easiest, but does get it after a bit.
No, that setup is hard.
He does lose some time to What the Hell's here, since What the Hell's did that check as a child earlier. I think this fast armor push, he's gonna make good use of that blue potion. So he won't lose as much time doing the map chest, because this was painfully slow in older versions. Yeah, it's frame perfect. It is the reason why that is not a trick turned on by default. It's really quite a pain.
Yeah. Always impressive to watch, but I like the one where you just drag the block over and shoot from it instead.
Yeah, that one does make it a little simpler. Jimbo, don't suggest putting in logic. My previous Speedgaming Live tournament co-admin suggested putting that trick in logic, among others. And it's just one of those things where sure, it's often you don't actually need it, but when you can just do this child anyway out of logic, but when you do have to do it, you're going to be cursing the scene and making you push a normal statue up the stairs. Yeah, yes, actually, Jimbo, the specifics I'll tell you later. It's not really something to discuss here much. Let's focus on the race.
And yeah, Gav, I do agree. Mario is starting to lose time to the decision to not get those like 5-6 hearts that we usually see top runners be comfortable with. And I mean it. Hey,
Thanks for double defense.
That'll help. And it's just kind of unfortunate because he's lost time in other places as well that have added up about that. This race is real close. Unless, what the hell's never goes water. Yeah. I feel like I have hallucinated this at this point, but I thought there was a peak that you could do for this mirror-locked chest over here, but I never see people do it, so it's either too difficult to be worth it, or I imagined it. It's unloaded. Okay. I imagined it then. I mean, yeah. That's why I prefaced it with, I probably imagined it. Alright, so Mario is on an Iron Boots hunt. And that's Nocturne, not Serenade.
Okay. What's he doing now becomes the question.
I mean, yeah, pick up the song here. Yeah, that's kind of the big thing right now, Shannock, is when does What the Hell get that information? Because if this is Epona... Alright, Mario setting time of day for Dompe digging for a child segment here. Should be getting Iron Boots.
Yep. And then he's gonna go, great.
Okay.
And there's Serenade from What the Hells.
Yep. Right in time.
Yep.
No, the hint was in the wall.
Mm-hmm. I guess What the Hells, might have been looking for a Song of Time for Water Temple. Let's see what's in here, because I'm really curious what this key layout is, basically.
Right, like, what is this tunic for? Is it keys or actual items? Oh wait, no, we have two hints listed as DMC wall. Yeah. Anju, the chickens repeat was in the wall.
Oh, so DMC Grotto was the OGC one, I guess, when it was done goofed.
Yeah.
So I what the hell's did check the Grotto, so we're fine on that then. Whoops.
Yeah, I mean, it's most likely a key.
It's a key, boss key, or item on Central Pillar. Highly likely to be a small key because of how water key logic works.
Boss key was just in that cracked wall, I think.
Okay, well, never mind that. As we get our first small key on the map chest.
Oh, I forgot to guess. Oopsie.
Yeah, well,
Well, VXR, I think you're out, sorry.
I
Maybe
do
not.
think so. I'm not.
Almost positive.
Yeah, I think you're out.
Nice. Yep, saving. Alright, water. What you got? What you got?
Looks like that's another small key. So to know, Morpha is not in fact Zoratunic locked here with that boss key location.
Yep.
Thus Mario is probably, well, not entirely surprised to see the irons, I think, from his perspective, given that Zoratunic.
Right.
Like, the game's kind of been hinting that you should go to OGC for a while now, and he's like,
Yeah.
okay, Zoratunic, what can I do with that? Where's my iron boots? Alright, there's that, I guess. Like, this is probably not surprising to Mario that he just found his irons here.
Yeah. Seems like Hills is kind of doing what we are all doing, and it's like, it's just a small key and Central Pillar, but we'll find out soon enough here.
What was that on Compass Chest? I missed it.
Nothing.
Alright.
I don't even think it was a key. I think it was just that item.
Okay. Alright, let's see Central Pillar. What is this, and why do we need the Sora Tunic?
Alright, Mario's gonna show us a couple of checks we haven't seen yet here. We saw this as adult, so we couldn't see the torches. Can't wait for it to be a long shot, like VXR said.
Long shot here would kind of be convenient, honestly.
Yeah, it's an item.
Yeah, OGC being path also helps confirm the storm to wall path, because second wall has to be behind Sora Tunic, exactly.
Yep.
I would not be surprised if Mario takes a look in the well, speaking of that path, because he doesn't know it's a wallet.
Yeah. And that's really unfortunate, because, like, that's good time save for him.
Yeah, like, from his perspective...
No!
Mario...
Oh, that door.
Oh, that hurts. And here's a big chest for what the hell, which is our hover boots. Alright, we're Stins.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where Dins is. Is there one item left in fire? Because it's just up there, right?
I think there's at least an item up there, yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, fire was bow locked, but not hover's locked, so we kind of did that anyway, because it was a Zord. It was the Goron Tunic on Volvagia.
Yep. Alright, we're seeing some lake checks here, because unfortunately, hovers doesn't give us a whole lot.
No, not really. I guess you could go do the water boat target chest, but that's probably a key, so yeah.
Yeah.
Although he unfortunately did not get the Metagoron hint, which told us that Adult Lake bean checks are useless.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? Lab dive might not be. Alright, and Mario making the, what we know to be correct decision to just hold off on well for a while. And this fish. Because, like, it could be bad. If, say, that bow target chest that you were talking about, say that's long shot. But we'll see what he decides to do. I don't think continuing in water until you've seen the other two. Well, yeah, Dark Link loop wasn't hinted, so
yeah. Our water key layout's pretty ambiguous today, so I really don't know where our I can't say too much as to where our last two items could be just yet, because
yeah,
we've seen relatively little in terms of serious logical consequences. Thanks, Bird.
yeah, and yeah, the Colossus bow is path based on our knowledge of where the other bows are.
For whatever that's worth, which is not much.
Yeah, I mean, it just
Mostly
tells
a
us,
funny thing to comment on.
Yeah, SFM, we don't know if the other hook shot is hook locked.
No, and it doesn't have to be. Yeah.
That's kind
Although
of
we're running out of not hook locked checks, I think, at the rate we're going.
I don't think we've seen. Well, tentacles we haven't seen. I don't think.
I don't think so either. Just a nut here. That is technically behind a scale, which is also in Crater, but I don't think that scale is past the rate we're going, honestly.
No, I don't think so. I think that magic is probably storms and magic.
Oh yeah, I forgot magic was there too. We know
yeah, I also forgot that magic was in there.
Because we've had such a funny, because the two dicks have been such a laugh this seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, magic could be it because we did have a firelocked key in spirit, but we also know that there had to be a wallet available in it to get the Goron tunic because the Goron tunic itself was on Fulpagia.
Yep.
Alright, Field Guard is here. Not really locked behind anything particularly specific, but some hints and extra checks, because we're low on paths right now. OGC is still path to Baronade, thank you. We don't need to do that. And thanks for the slingshot.
Always a slingshot. Always another slingshot.
We've now found all 3 bomb bags, all 3 strengths, all 3 bows, and all 3 slingshots. Thanks!
Gross. Gross.
We haven't seen Wood's target yet, have we? Though that's foolish, so never mind. Yeah, the slingshots are dead.
Oh, so dead. Pre-completed Deku and Foolish Lost Woods.
Yeah. Small chest here, and the hint tells us Crater is still... Is that a double Crater path of a hint?
Yep. So Storms and Magic are both... Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Great. That's very unhelpful game.
Yeah, that's not kind.
Little magic technologists in Shadow Temple. Okay.
It had so many options what it could have picked.
And it picked that.
And it picked that.
Like, thanks, we already know the Storm's path for the wallet for ZL. Great. Especially because the Zora Tunic's also path.
That's nasty.
I think our tunics aid to combine, what, 3 paths between them?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because that was also the Long Ranch to Bongo, and the OGC to Baronade path got eaten by the Zora Tunic.
Yep.
And it just confirms that our last wallet is completely unavailable, because of course it is.
Yep.
Closest to BG would have been funny, that is true. It would have been any more helpful, but at least it wouldn't have been another tunic. That wouldn't have been another, yeah, great, thank you, tunic's path, wahoo.
Yeah, so there's, I don't know, there's not a whole lot of, like, actual direction here.
There
Like-
really isn't. Like, we've run out of our progression dungeons and our non-progression dungeons, honestly.
Right, and like,
You don't really want to go GC right now because who knows where Longshot's at.
yeah, like honestly, continuing in water feels like the best play in Logic right now,
It's
which is disgusting.
legitimately not a horrendously bad play, no.
Yeah, exactly. Mirror and Dins give you places. All this like tells us is, oh, we have hovers.
Great, we can do nothing with them.
Right. Right.
And Mario is continuing water, which I agree with wholeheartedly here. We're running low on checks. What the hell is this gonna do? Child cleanup? Have we seen Frogs 1?
Yeah. Think so.
Okay, wasn't sure. I know Domain and Fan are foolish, so we're not seeing Domain.
Oh yeah, because Mario did all of the... They both did it.
Okay, I figured I'd check that.
Oh wait, only one of them did?
I think they both did Reverse Child, I want to say.
Because Mario had the whole chicken thing, and I know I saw Mr. throw the chicken into the water and then do frogs.
Yeah, you're right on that. This room's a little slow for Mario right now, but I mean, what else are you doing right now? Oh,
hey.
that's a big find for what the hells.
There we go. We
That's
found
our
it.
progression.
The question mark.
Alright, time to go take those Dins on over to Shadow Temple. Then hovers off to Shadow Temple.
Yep. Alright, that's... Apparently, just do 10 skulls, which, like, I'm always telling people, just do 10 skulls. And by people, I mean myself.
Now, there's still I'm still absolutely curious if Mario finds anything here. He doesn't have to at this point, since what the hell just found our progression. But if if Mario finds something here, this could be big. Because what the hell is not going back to Water Temple anytime soon?
A proposal for next season. You turn off 10 skulls too, and only have 20 and 30 on.
It's one of those things where you either do 10 skulls early or you end up close to last locationing it, and this was a... not last location, but one of the... I'm running out of things to do, let's go do that thing.
Yeah.
They are gonna be basically anywhere, yeah, Zeph. It's not Ganon's, obviously, I guess that's because Spirits of Stone, but that's really it.
Key here.
Alright.
I figured that's what he was doing, but I wasn't positive.
Letter is likely in here at this point.
Yeah, Letter should be in Shadow if we know what we're doing, but it could also be Mirror Shield conveniently here.
The Spirit's fire locked, and we don't have fire arrows, yeah. Well, actually, no, Dins was in the path. It was Hovers. In any case, but yeah, Mirror Shield here would just send them as the Spirit. I'm being a ding-dong. Yeah, Hovers really just give us this place, because they don't lock anything else. Mirror wouldn't lock Letter if OGC was path to Baronade, right?
Oh, that's true.
Actually, yeah, you're right, Seth. Good point.
Oh?
Big Chest is our another chip pack. Thanks!
Yeah, that's true. It would have all been eaten up by Baronade.
So yeah, Mirror can't be behind Zora Tunic either, because I know OGC would be path to Rova. And not path to neither our Bongo or that Baronade path would exist if it was the case. Right, so Mirror Shield is somewhere else.
Probably.
Where is that?
Crib torches. Yeah, see, it's so much more
Composer
fun
Grave. No. Yeah, Composer Grave just makes sense. Yeah, thanks, Zeph. See, hints are complicated.
we should do is we should make an additional section on the notes spreadsheet what items are required for each dungeon and just cross them off as we find them. Like, that can't be hinted. That can't be hinted. Yeah,
Mario's going to the well. I get this play, albeit this makes a lot of sense because he still has this Storm's Path outstanding. He hasn't done Field, so he doesn't know that it's. He doesn't know it's confirmed Storms, but
yeah. Like I
mean, you're
it.
also just running out of things to do.
It just feels bad because we know that it's time he can skip, so hopefully he gets 10 skulls here. And
right there, yeah. He might honestly just bail after this, assuming it's...
I would.
I would too. It feels a little bad that both went Child to get 10 skulls and then...
Yeah. That's fine.
Well, yeah, the get 10 skulls and go immediately back Adult feels a little bad for both, because you could have checked it as Adult, but I get it for both runners, really, because that was... Because that was like, I'm pretty sure they both planned on 10 skulls being the start of a Child's cleanup segment, and then, oh, never mind, I guess I'm going back.
That's what I was thinking too. It's just like, most of your traditional, like, child checks, just gone. Like, Lost Woods, gone. Valley, gone. Domain, gone. So it's Child Goron City looming.
Yeah.
God, it's Child Goron City looming.
So what's left for mirror options? That's a really good question. I think I lost count of items in Water Temple.
We saw all of them.
Okay, we're done with water then. Child fishing, Child Goron City.
Child Goron City. It's always Child Goron City. Yeah,
there
that one item in fire.
Be... Yeah, there's Fire Temple.
I mean, I suppose it could be in Jabu.
I don't think we saw Tektite Grotto. No, Jabu's behind Shadow, remember.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, one of them peak Tektite, okay. If Longshot's just out there someplace random, then there could be GTG.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if we're expecting to find letter in here, as far as we know, Epona in ice is our access to. Hey, I am shocked to find that here. Not shocked at all.
Yeah, especially because we know Crater was packed with Nerve double for both Storms and Magic. Great. Did they check Case for chest? I'll be honest, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. But that could be safely. Actually, I don't think so. Now that you say that. Oh, they did. I don't know.
Okay.
Clearly.
Alright. Thanks, Baseball. Yeah, we are running out of places for the Mirror Shield to be.
Which is kind of nice, though. If they're keeping track the way we're able to keep track in even, like, minimal capacity, they're gonna know something like, oh, it's gotta be, I don't know, Child Goron City.
Yeah. Yeah, Goron City being the best remaining option says a lot about how that's going.
Yeah, for sure. 3 out of 5 remaining checks.
It's something silly like that. You know, here's a stupid thought. Did you ever see the child spawn?
That's a good question. Which I don't have the answer to, which probably means no.
There's a very, very rare edge case, but this does not come up very often. But if Child Spawn is on the other side of the Gerudo Valley Bridge, they do have the Kokiri sword to go logically beat the Gerudo guards as Child.
We said it was useless, but
there is a very, very low chance of it. It's not high by any means, but there is technically a chance that it could be there, and then we've just got to go do GTG.
It would be disgusting. But if Longshot is out there, that gives us a few more checks where it can be.
Yeah.
So, like, long shot in Child Goron City, for example.
Long shot.
Give us
That GTG.
Shoot the Sun and GTG.
It would also give us opponents logically.
And Epona.
Opponents,
Yeah.
Sun's brain.
Suns. There we go.
The discussion of opponents is a nice thing.
I feel like it's very likely we end up finding long shot then, just because
It has to be
there's nothing left.
Yeah, Sunsong has to be. Longshot has to be somewhere, after all. It could be in Ganon's, but we just don't know really at this point. Yeah, we don't know what Sunsong Grave is. We're missing 2 sometimes since, but I don't think I'd actually think of looking for them at this point.
Yeah. Did we actually, did we see Colossus right hand?
I'm sure we did. I remember thinking it was small, but I have no idea if it was a small key.
Okay. Because if it was a small key, that
I
gives us
counted
more
keys in
info.
Child Spirit, but I lost track of keys in Adult Spirit, so I have no idea what's left there. We found all 5 keys, right, but that doesn't help much. Okay, oh yeah, I guess that's the point, yeah. One was an CL lock and one was an invisible key, okay.
Sure.
I mean, that's fine, I suppose. As long as we find Alpha, I mean, as long as we found all 5 keys, I think that's a big point, really, in this situation.
We can probably find Alfalfa, though. I'm sure there's a lurking Alfalfa.
I think I saw them around earlier, not sure if they're still here.
Yeah, so... we have
Running
all of our
out
keys.
of checks! And yes, we have all our keys. We've got randoms in the back here and one on Bongo. Which... is basically gotta be something either that... letters either here, behind an item here, or in Ganon's, I guess, because...
What if Longshot is here? And then
Longshot
we
being
just
here
have
would...
more questions.
If Longshot's here, I have questions, yeah. Just 2 small chests in the BK room there. I think a decent amount of our chat might have gone to find dinner after watching the first race.
They're just so exhausted. That just means Letter is behind Longshot, but it means the mirror isn't.
Yeah, that would significantly limit where Mirror is, unless our child spawn is on the other side of the valley.
God.
There's probably I don't know how many options there are for child spawn locations, but there's a lot, so the odds are pretty low of it being there.
Yeah.
And there it is. Alright, so that's that.
Boring. But that's good. I mean, it just means we know where he's going next.
Yeah, you absolutely go Jabu here, and then do child cleanup after, I think.
5 arrows, alright. Nailing it first try.
Does not suffer from a case of NA8.
I have watched him blow more arrows than I think at least 5 other runners combined. It's one of those things
fair, you
where
also
I'm like,
watch him a lot, I know.
He's human too. And he's not picking them up. Not picking up more arrows. I mean, Big Goron Sword. There's no reason he shouldn't one-cycle this. And Mario just following behind, not too far behind. This is, at this point, just gonna come up to which of them makes the right call for Mirror Shield. So we know that it can't be in this. We know it can't be in Jabu.
We currently can't have it be in GTG unless we find a thing or two.
Won't be big no.
Nope, because we've seen all our bottles. We... Nope. Oh, what the hells.
Oh, no. I jinxed it.
You jinxed it.
I jinxed
This
it.
Good.
It's fine.
This
it's
is good
fine.
for Mario.
It's fine. Oh, no.
To the hells, please.
Oh, hells. Please.
Don't die, please. That would be bad.
Nope. Spin strats. We got this. This is fine. Just increasing the drama
There we
for
go.
stream.
Phew. I would have given you such a given what the hell. It would have been beautiful if he had died there.
So bad. Never mind.
Yeah.
We're on a 15-minute delay. All of this happened well before I said anything. But oh man.
Yeah.
That had me very concerned for a second there.
Double defense actually saving what the hell's there, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Needed that double defense. Yeah, you picked
And
the
needed this
recovery
recovery Alright, Mario's not far behind. Although if what the hell's had died, I think Mario would have pulled ahead in shadow here. This may come down to who goes for that one check with the mirror shield first, so the way we're going.
100%. So, like, this, for example, easy enough to forget about this. Like, it's just one check.
But it's when you're running out of things to do in the game, this makes sense.
Yep. And since the only direction we really have is, like, that magic, yeah, take that. No, pick up that heart.
He's leaving.
I mean, I don't blame him, but...
I mean, magic even itself really doesn't help, since we know it's just for... Magic doesn't really help, since we know it's really just for the spirit key logic. It doesn't immediately tell us anything else of use.
Absolutely not, but... Ooh,
Some
Hyrule
things
Castle
just...
Fairy.
That does exist. Yeah, I was thinking that was foolish with that seed bleed.
Nope, yeah.
Hyrule Castle Fairy would be a silly one for sure.
I mean, this is one of those scenarios where we have so many, like, higher density locations hinted foolish that it's when I'm like, do that. Do the one...
I'm gonna see child fishing here. Don't remember if we saw the letter spot.
I don't think so. I don't think we've been here as child, have we?
That's what I was thinking about. So, because technically we did have that scale in Crater.
Yeah. Well, we'll see it on the way to Domain for sure here.
Yep. What bit of camera funkiness there?
Trying to steal the hat for restream.
Oh yeah, you can technically steal the fishing hole guy's hat for some reason. I have to wonder if one of the devs just left it in it, did that as an Easter egg or something.
Yeah, probably.
Because I feel like you don't normally just decide, oh, I'm gonna code this guy's hat to be stealable for no particular reason.
Stealing is a time-honored tradition in Legend of Zelda.
You're also not wrong, admittedly, as we could have read it.
It's like the first thing you do in the game. Steal. Alright, plenty of bottles. Let's just find our shield along the way.
We need that mirror shield. I cannot tell what the item at the bottom is.
Is it really? No.
Is it really?
Is it really? Oh my god.
It is!
It is. Alright, scale also passed.
Kratos apparently just triple passed its foot over. Great.
You never know.
What the hell's happened isn't going here at an hour 47?
Disgusting. Yeah, alright, so Mario not gonna be too far behind. Honestly, this will be super close if he decides to forego fishing to see that spot first.
Yeah. We'll have to see, because...
Yeah, this is gonna be really exciting to watch, honestly.
Yeah, these guys are very, very close.
Has a slight advantage in spirit, though. He's at the top of the wall. And Mario is not.
Oh.
But Twin Rova RNG could come into play here. Nasty. I mean, very exciting, but it's one of those, like, you hate to see a race come down to that, but it's so exciting to watch.
It is, and that's to be expected from these guys. They always make for great races. Mario is doing it. He will save a little time here. But yeah, it's to be expected that these guys pretty much always do really close races. Outside of the one time MrMario unfortunately misidentified a mirror shield on top of DC, that was painful to watch. But even then, he kept it really close, except for the mirror shield on he thought, I think it was Nair's Love or something then. That was it. Ouch. Do not recommend losing winners finals to that, but, well, things happen. Yeah, Mario just a couple minutes behind what the hell's here, getting into Jabu for their final dungeon. Or second last dungeon, never mind. Brain.
Yeah, so Mario kind of made all of the exactly right plays, you know, ended up doing 10 skulls before bottom of the well, found Dins, made it through there. Hells lost a little time on the bongo fight, went straight to the letter spot rather than doing fishing first. Just really close race.
Yeah. Mario did lose some time going to Water Temple, though.
Yeah, but like it was time that it was time that he ultimately
it made a lot
back.
of sense.
Yeah, it did. It made a lot of sense. There weren't a lot of other like good options. Yeah, do 10 skulls a little faster. Mario's had a few execution difficulties today that.
Sometimes that does matter here in a race this close, because it's oftentimes the little things that add up when you've got a race between runners of this caliber. Like, when the seed is relatively straightforward, neither runner really misses anything particular. A lot of times it's the little items that add up over time to make a difference in the race. Like, these guys are usually... They don't often make major execution mistakes. Like, that does happen from time to time, but you don't tend to see Dust to Bongo, for instance.
Bongo's a tough boss.
What the hell's almost doing that? He is. You don't tend to see that too often. You're not gonna see someone...
Yeah, I think he got shook by the fact that, like, he ran out of arrows. Because doing Bongo with just
I think that rattled him.
Very hard. The timing is different, the aiming is a little different.
But it's one of those things where sometimes that's just how it goes. No, this has been a really great race to watch as expected from these guys.
Yeah. No, it's as hype as I expected.
Absolutely. We knew on racing once we saw it was scheduled. And what's this going to happen? Said though, unfortunately, one of our runners will be eliminated here from the tournament. Time to go see who moves on from this.
Yep.
Oh, not who moves on from this. We're saying who moves on from this.
Yeah, and at this rate, like, it's not... This is far from over still. You never know who's gonna, like I said, have bad Twin Rova RNG, for example. But Hells has a decent enough lead right now that we wouldn't expect him to lose it.
Yeah, as mentioned, they don't tend to make too many major execution errors. They've both got good carry sword too, so no pot strats.
Does Hells know that he has Kokiri sword?
I
Because
think-
it's not equipped.
Actually, he might. That's a point. Actually, I'm not sure. Mario has a Kokiri sword. What the hell's? No, that's
Yeah.
not have it equipped. It was an adult spirit climb, so he should have it.
Yeah, he should have it. He has plenty of sticks, though. I checked the count.
So it's also just not a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. The winner of this is a note. We'll move on to face Rock Chalk in round 2.
I will be back in 1 minute. Lacey is whining and needs to go outside.
No worries. And as Big Octo down for what the hells, Mario taking care of the berry here. The hell's moving on to do a box skip here. This is a fun little strat. Fairly, it's like maybe it might be like 2 or 3 frames to do this. I forget the exact number. But if you roll into the door and press A on just the right frame, you can open the door without the box being there. And very nice. Not once or twice, but it's fine. I think you still gain time there. If you fail it like, I think if you fail it twice, then it becomes a time loss, or if you bonk too many times, I guess. But that worked. What the hell is this 5 sticks? It's fine. Welcome back. What the hell is this box skip? It's about the only thing I've got to comment on.
Yes.
But very nice Baronade fight so far. For those wondering, he's deliberately picking damage from Baronade. That's to make Baronade pop out of the ground faster.
Too fast. Nice.
Very nice fight.
Brew, please. Aw. You jinxed it, Drew. Nice.
And Mario gets it very nicely as well. I'm just laughing at Drew in chat right now.
Yeah, these guys missing that platform. What?
I
Yeah.
did explain what it actually is when you were at.
Yeah, I assumed.
But alright, this was Prelude for what the hell. He's gonna go adult, beat Spirit, and then off the cannons. This will be a pretty quick speed. Not sub 2 hours, that's for sure. Well, it'll be
Pretty
probably
close.
sub 210, I think, for both.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, jumping onto that platform, it's tricky sometimes. You know, you angle just a little wrong, you've been safe 12 dozen times, and all of a sudden, oh, I'm falling.
Yeah.
It's just like that jump to the eye statue in GTG.
There's the boss key getting airmailed. And Mario's done with Javu.
Alright. Yeah. That pot just sniped him. Oh, muscle memory. We don't need that.
Pot does tend to do that in that. The way that room works with floors is if you set it in, it is your get sniped pretty much every time. You actually have to be careful about this in RSL if it's a one-hit KO, because if you you will actually get outcome by it. And I've seen that happen to people in RSL races before.
Oh, that's just brutal.
It is, though nothing could quite beat, there's a particularly infamous clip, let me go find it, of, so far getting whacked by the door and Fire Temple at the top. That one felt really bad. I think it was also one hit KO. He got hit by the door and had reclimb all fire. That one was kind of sad at the same time. One of my all-time favorite clips from OTR. And yeah, very nice air knuckle fight for what the hell's it's expected.
Does Mario not have FW in the top of Spirit like I thought?
Apparently not, yeah.
I thought it was in the room, yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. Maybe he just walked right in and it's the nice little green dots there.
I also need to step away for a second, we'll be back.
Okay. Alright, so our last boss, Twinrova here. He's doing some manipulation to try and keep the other witch in place with that hook shot. They dodge projectiles. I was doing a lot of shield flicks here. Probably just not feeling very confident about where he's at in the race.
I'm back, and what?
Oh.
I came back to say something about not feeling confident in the race.
Yeah, he's just shield flicking, you know, kinda must be pretty anxious about Twinrova being last, how long that mirror shield was actually available.
Oh yeah, that mirror shield was available for a long time, especially because you had that skill on along the paths. Though the game quickly told you that everything else was there was also a path.
Yeah, and it's just like at this point in a race, what both of these runners are probably thinking is, I picked that up so late. How is my opponent not done? They must be getting ready to do the final hit on Ganon right now. Because, like, for Hells, for example, did bottom of the well for no reason. Logically required, but practically not at all. Mario continued in water, for example. You don't feel good when those kinds of plays don't pay out. Alright. That's Spirit done, and we can go fight Ganondorf.
Yep.
And Twinrova being a little bit of a jerk here today for both runners. Well, I'm really interested to hear what these runners... I'm hoping that they join us for an interview, because I really want to know what they think of the seed and the hints, for example.
Oh yeah, this was a very interesting seed from an analytical standpoint. Even This is on a 15-minute delay, so I'm discussing with our runners. Speedgaming bots being a bad bot again. That's it. Effectively, the Discord username change that happened a couple months ago seriously broke SG bot invites for interviews.
Thanks, bot. We appreciate everything you do.
It looks like I can find Mario, but I can't find what the hell.
Alright, Mario gonna be a little more than a... I'd say climb and a door fight behind, it looks like.
Now, okay, Discord does let me find what the hell is never a guarantee.
Oh, do you need me to send it?
Yeah, I found him. Discord search function gets funky when you share a server, at least one server with a couple 100,000 individual Discord users, probably. Even though I know I've steamed the hells several times before. Anyway, about to be done here. Let's quit going off on tangents about bots. We're about to be on Dwarf, Front the Hells, and Mario is not far behind.
Yep. Spawning the Rainbow Bridge. Let's get ready to play some tennis. 5 arrows. Oh, not pulling out a bottle. Gonna spin strat here, the usual.
What the hell does love his spin strats?
He does. I mean, they look so cool. And Dorf down. Yeah. I wonder where they would have gone from here.
Honestly, there was so little left in the game.
I know, it just would have been child cleanup for the rest of the time, right?
I mean, what else are you gonna do? That? Go back for like the one check and fire? What else could have gone back to water, I guess? Like, their options were not good.
Yeah. It's amazing how effectively small the world ended up being just because of the path hints and how that shake out.
Warlog was unlocked after the sea finished, so I know where our long shot is, by the way. The extra giggles. It was... And where that wallet was. We didn't see.
A hit. But it is not enough to stop Link saving Hyrule. Get your GGs in chat.
And we are now joined here as GG still at the Hells, 20649, and he's joined us in chat. GG.
Anything you want to start off by saying about the seed?
Anything? I'll talk about anything except the Pongo fight. So you can ask me about anything.
I wasn't planning to ask you about the Pongo fight. I was just gonna give you grief later, but
Yeah. No, overall, I mean, everything was kind of in one direction the whole time. With the hints and everything, and then you just randomly find a mirror shield in the water.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious what you thought about the hints and how you pieced everything together.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, I still be in a second. He's again right now.
Okay. But yeah, I realized that DMC was double with the hero, but in a way it didn't really matter because we already got everything there.
Yeah, right,
but the
thanks.
skill.
It was triple whip. Yeah, the skill, I guess, if you could have gone and checked it, but you had so much else to do at the same time.
Yeah, but I mean, I think so the magic was fastest in Robo.
Magic is repent from Nova because there was a kill
Skill?
sunblock.
But I think Storm too for the wallet.
Storms was repent for the wallet, yes.
Yeah.
Because if you had to get that for the VL because they were the core on the control.
Yeah. And then you know because of the seeds or two that
map,
the other
give us
wallet.
maps those times.
Then you're like, okay, well this doesn't matter anyway, this is covered. And then just the mirror shield's chilling there. So I guess
Yeah.
Bill was in trials.
I need to look where that is. I did look it up. But here's Marjorie about to finish, and then I can go figure it out. Wasn't... yeah, GG's here to Mr. Mario, finishing with a time of 2:09 flat.
Yeah, awesome race. GG's. About
GG's.
2.5 minutes. Not
Really,
even
really close.
so
Just
good.
over 2.
Yeah. Spooky.
And we are now joined by Mr. Mario. GG's.
GG's.
Yo, GG's Mario.
Oh no, I'm
Yeah.
getting double audio.
Oh no.
Oh, you
Yeah.
need to fix that. Mute the restream.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, talk us through the seed. Mario, you never ended up doing bottom of the well, which was for a wallet. I'm sure
Yep.
you pieced that together throughout. You did end up clearing out water, which was kind of where you gave the time back to what the hell's.
Yeah, I figured. I mean, that's basically the only misplay I had this seed was doing Water Temple, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess not rushing 10 skulls, but who in this day and age rushes 10 skulls? I don't know.
At least you both turned it in.
Yeah.
You got 10 and turned it in.
Yep.
Yeah, 10 skulls is so scary in this. Because I don't know, like I feel like no one rushes it, but it's always like, okay, but what if this one person rushes it?
Yeah, I guess I could have saved a lot of time if I had 10 skulls after I finished DC, because that's Dins, and then after going OGC for the Zora Tunic and Child for Iron Boots, I just don't need to go Child again until I get the letter.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because there's an extra 2 age changes too, just to get the Dins for me, so that's a lot
You
of
guys
time.
both, I think you guys both in about the same situation when you got your DINs, was that you'd done Forest Fire DC, you'd gotten ZL, you'd found the Sword Tuning off OGC and gone, wait, what? And then you guys were at Child to go do some cleanup, I think. Might have been out there, but... And then you found, oh, DINs. Never mind. Okay, we're going back.
Yeah, like I guess you always feel bad when you fight it on 10. I was hoping like, okay, maybe Child Goron City or something like that, and that was the next thing I was gonna do. And then it's just, oh, it's 10 skulls. Like, okay, let's go do Shadow.
I swear I manifested the mirror shield in Lake Hylia, by the way. I was like looking so hard at the letter spot, I'm like, this is gonna be mirror shield. And then it
Yeah.
just happened. And I'm like, whoa!
So, fairly good.
Yeah, I felt kind of dumb. I was like, maybe I should have swam just a bit more before fishing to look at the. Just
You
peek
fished?
at it.
Oh my god.
You
what
did,
the
yes.
hell?
So then I
How
saw
did
it,
I
I was like,
lose
oh,
this?
come on.
I guess water is really slow.
Yeah, it made sense because you guys were starting to run low on things to do at that point.
Yeah, I was like, I was thinking before I saw the mirror shield, I was like, do I really want to do child fishing now? Because after this, I have bottom of the well, and then after that, I have GTG. It's like, I don't want to. So
Yeah,
I
after
wasn't
that, the
gonna
whole
fish
thing was
anyways.
open. Like,
So that's one of the interesting things. It wasn't. The world was pretty small from where we were sitting because of how the hint prioritization works. Where like it can't be in ice, can't be in GTG because as far as we know, neither of you found the long shot. So until we saw
No.
that, we're like GTG is not
Probably
actually
trials.
in play.
Longshot is on HPA.
wait,
It was
why
on
couldn't
HBA.
Mirror Shield be in GTG? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Because
What?
Go
if
ahead.
Mirror Shield was in GTG, that would have.
So letter locked Epona
That letter would be path to spirit and not
and
Bongo
yeah.
or.
And not path to
Jabu.
Bongo or Baronade, yeah. And then the Zora too, that couldn't have been.
What
Yeah,
the
it
hell
would
is
have
this?
eaten all of the other path hints. So like the information you got from the hints, it's dumb, but we're like, oh, this is actually great information if you have the time to sit there and pick it apart like we do.
What? I thought I understood this jail hints. I didn't. What the? Okay.
Yeah,
if it was path for Jabu or Shadow, it has to be only path to Jabu or Shadow. It can't be
it
path
cannot
to
be
any of the
path to the
stones.
stones.
So
Okay.
Yep.
anything behind that also can't be path to the stones.
Right.
Yes.
It was just like the strength hint to Bongo. We're immediately like, oh no, another scenario where none of the strengths are gonna lock each other because
Yeah,
they're
that
not
one I
actually...
figured out pretty early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta go reread the whole paragraphs about this.
Yeah, because anything that is. Because. With split win cons like this, the win con that is required first, I guess, basically is, which bridge in this case is going to be, anything that's required for a bridge is going to be, cannot be hinted on the path to the boss key. And if trials were on, the trials would get sandwiched between, I think, bridge and boss key and prioritization as well.
Okay. I mean, okay, makes sense. I mean, I'm happy that that was just there then. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we were down to like 6 checks between the two of you that
it
would
was
have been
something.
mirror shield. And we're
It
like,
was not much, yeah.
This could get nasty because, you know, exactly like that. You could have gone to GTG, you could have gone to Ice, could have gone pretty much anywhere.
Yeah. And in case you guys are curious, second wallet was the Jabu compass chest,
Gross.
and the other scale was hinted on Hyrule Castle 2 and in Fountain Fairy. Yeah, the Fountain Fairy. That's on Big Pose.
Oh,
okay, nice.
okay.
Yeah, I
Cool.
found that kind of funny.
I guess.
Yeah, it's like okay, sure.
Oh, funny.
But yeah, we had like a couple. We had like a couple and like 3 in Child Goron City. Yeah, there was really not much left in the game
Deep
for that.
Fire.
Deep Fire had
Yeah.
1 or 2 checks. Yeah, there wasn't much left.
Yeah, so what are you thinking? I mean, you had so many items in the first like 20 minutes. What are you thinking when a seed does that?
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's basically it. I was like,
Yeah.
you go to Mido's house and oh my god, 3 more big checks. Are you serious? And then it's bomb bag and light. Everything's just
Yeah.
popping off.
Yeah, that's when you have to really think about micro routing. Like, which dungeons do I do first, and how do I make the most effective plays?
Okay.
Because you just have everything. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to like go out of your way too much. But then like also, I mean, I could have just done forest right away, but then I just thought it would be stupid to rush into forest with 3 hearts and no shield. Even though I have to go do DC and all, so I was like, okay, I'll do the mountain and DC stuff first.
I did forest first.
Oh.
But I had a shield, so.
Oh, okay.
It
Yeah,
made
no, I
more
used my money
sense.
for bowling, and then I was like, okay, I guess I'm doing mountain and DC first to get a shield. And
Oh, you did bowling your child one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. We were like, oh, irons, thanks.
You also,
Yeah, I bet that helped a lot.
yeah, except you actually put off water a lot longer than we thought you would. You kept playing warp songs, and we're like, oh, this time surely it's
Oh,
still
yeah.
not Serenade.
Well, because I was so surprised, and I knew because I was thinking, okay, if this is Rudo's letter, because we had so long to plan because we had all of Forest and DC and Fire, so I was like, no, I think I'm just gonna go do Spirit all the way up before I go do Jabu. But then I find the Zora tunic. I'm like, what? So I just thought, okay, I'm still just gonna go do Spirit. But I also wanted to clear the Fairy Fountain in DMC just in case. Like that was the Mirror Shield. Then I did that. Then I did Spirit, and then it was okay. Time for water now.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, Mario, I hate to ask you, you put off picking up heart pieces for so long.
I never do.
You never do? Really?
Especially when I got the bottle, like first check. That's
Yeah.
I'm never picking up a heart chest ever.
Okay.
Because you don't need it for anything except
Apparently,
like
I have
fire.
never noticed this until 3-Heart Fire happened.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it was a bit unlucky.
With the keys there.
I was hoping to get a heart drop from literally any of them because could easily make the room in 3 hearts, but and a fairy bottle, but oh well. Yeah.
Yeah, so anything else about the seed? The settings?
I mean, the settings are really cool. I mean, okay,
Yeah.
so we'll see about this hint thing, but I really like the settings. Like, I think it's a nice balance of being quick but not too crazy, and it's nice to get all the info dump at the beginning, and then you can already have an idea of how the seed's going. So
they're probably like one of my favorite settings combinations in Ocarina of Time Randomizer, to be honest.
yeah, me too.
Thanks. Yeah.
Nice.
Glad you guys like that.
Yeah, I think it's the sad part where we say, sorry, Mr. Mario, you are out of the tournament for 2023.
This is rigged.
Yeah,
Can't believe this is a round
We were
one.
so sad. I was so
Round
sad when I saw you guys were facing off in round 1 because we knew one of you had to go.
Oh, it's such a bummer. But
It's alright.
I mean, it was honestly a great race. Just
It
over
was.
2-minute difference.
You guys always have really great races whenever you get paired up because it happens all the time, I swear.
Yeah.
It's funny because maybe in the last call I could have gained like 1 or 2 points, like the vanilla rank one, but I quit because I was like, I probably can't improve this. But
Vanilla
maybe I could have improved like 1 or 2 points, and then we don't play in the first round.
Yeah.
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 But then I would have gotten someone like Fabio, and it's still a hard matchup. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty stacked 32-player bracket, regardless.
Yeah, there's nowhere to run for anyone. We're all just stuck with each other.
Yeah. You are getting Rock Chalk next. What the hell's?
I don't think I've ever played Rock Chalk in anything. I'm not sure.
Oh,
Interesting. I
intriguing.
don't know either. You've been in so many tournaments, I genuinely can't keep track of your tournament record.
Yeah,
Chuck's gonna pop up in chat like, what do you mean we played each other like 2 seasons ago?
yeah, maybe.
But no, good luck on that. What the hell's? Mario, what are your plans coming up for the next bit?
Yeah, I guess losing Majora's Mask rando. I got
Basketball
Wind Waker
randos.
Challenge Cup to do, and then
Good luck on those.
I guess in-person SGL, hopefully. So
Let's go.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, it'll be cool to
Good
have you
luck.
again. It was nice to see you last year.
yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for the
I'll
restream.
be there.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah.
for letting us restream the race.
Yeah, GG's. This was a good one.
GG's.
Any last thoughts? What the hell's?
No, thanks for coming and restreaming, and yeah, I'll see you guys at the next race.
Yeah, GG's. Good luck.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
So, please do give our runners here a follow. MrMario7788 and What the Hell's Happened. My co-com Milkly, our 2 trackers, Shannock and Baseball here as well. Thank you all so much. Let's see, coming up ahead on the ZSR schedule, this is it. Or not ZSR schedule. Oh, I'm on autopilot. Go figure. Coming up on the Speedgaming schedule, this is it here for OOTR tonight. You need to find the official Speedgaming schedule. Let's see. Currently over on SG3, we've got a Link to the Past Randomizer Sporlock tournament. No, this is from the SGL tournament. That is an upper bracket match between Wallkicks and Radical Sniper 99. If you want to go check that out. Currently over on SG6, we've got the SGLIVE Crystallis Randomizer tournament match. And SG2, the next match is going to be at 9 Eastern. We'll have SGL's SMC3 combo randomizer match. That is their 6th qualifier. And at 10 PM Eastern, we'll also have an SGL 2023 Metroid Dread tourney match. So if you want to go check those out, feel free to do so. For this tournament, our next we've got still a couple matches left in brackets. Round 1. Well, whether or not these will be restreamed will depend on whether or not we find volunteers. Our next match is going to be tomorrow. That'll be at 6:45 PM Eastern. Sydney versus Earl Weird. And then we've got 3 matches on Wednesday. We've got Zephyr versus Equal at 2 PM Eastern. It was Sponge versus Carp at 3 PM Eastern. And Gabrody versus Broken Turtles at 6 PM Eastern on Wednesday.
All also great matches.
Absolutely. There's so many good runners in this tournament. But in the meantime, that's going to be it here for us tonight. Thank you for watching all, and we will see you next time.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.